masana kule yama salala mona ulelele ha reading style jenko meni waba dane saneso numabo wake bajela mimi sheke ngomoso minji oni big papa obashi onye mi egbe abono eti o she ngabo good morning Nesumo bono shi je trimi oye shiga oye shia oye lole obagoshi le wosumo nyemi obagoshi jela mi ni bi akego obagoshi obagoshi reading style mi ya unya usu ye minya ewia si japade nyina ye betu ye do unya se no do Oni na mongmene nyanyogbele wo kanyo nyemie na lemoni fun omo efale mo lele inu watu wana justice ye lele bayote okemi lele ni mena fesumpe oye shiga oye shia oye lole obagoshi le wosumo nyemi obagoshi jela mi ni bi akego obagoshi Obagoshi Uwa sika bebrebe ain't today Uwa fear, uwa kas ain't today Bua unya na sane ye Bua unya sane ye Oye shika no nyemi bilengbo Oye shika no nyemi bilengfo No nye no shio chichi no kebo ji ogbo Today you get, tomorrow no go favor you Your brother no get money, you dey do on yawa Your money go finish and you go see the Your money go finish and you go see the pepper Oye shiga, oye shia, oye lole Obagoshi Neso Numabo wake bajela mimi sheke ngomoso Minji, oni big papa obashi Onye mi ekbe abono eti o she ngabo good morning Nesumo bono shi je trimi Oye shiga, oye shia, oye lole Obagoshi Le wosumo nyemi Obagoshi Jela mi ni bi akego Obagoshi Obagoshi reading style Mi ya unya Usu ye minya Ewia si japade nyina ye betu ye Do unya Se no do Oni na mongmene nyanyogbele wo Kanyo nyemi na lemoni fun omo Efale mo lele inu watu wana Justice ye lele bayote Okemi lele ni mena fesumpe Oye shiga oye shia oye lole Obagoshi Le wosumo nyemi Obagoshi Jela mi ni bi akego Obagoshi Obagoshi Uwa sika bebrebe ain't today Uwa fear, uwa kas ain't today Bua unya na sane ye Bua unya sane ye Oye shika no nyemi bilengbo Oye shika no nyemi bilengfo No nye no shio chichi no kebo ji ogbo Today you get, tomorrow no go favor you Your brother no get money, you dey do on yawa Your money go finish and you go see the pepper Oye shiga, oye shia, oye lole Obagoshi Le wosumo nyemi Obagoshi Jela mi ni bi akego Obagoshi Obagoshi Komeni waba dane saneso Numabo wake bajela mimi sheke ngomoso Minji oni big papa obashi
they get you will they get you no negative talking point about Liberia Party?
This last thing,
we have to go.
Many people are very concerned, and I'm also concerned.
Yeah.
They are apprehensive that Senator Darius Dillon calls himself the light. He projects himself as being far better than some other people, not in the term they're presenting it now. But you set a high moral standard and people judge you by that standard. But you serve on the same committee with an individual who is designated by the U.S. Department of Treasury. And you serve under him as, he serves as the chairman of the Judiciary Committee.
Right.
And you are serving on that committee. And by the instruction given in that particular report from the U.S. Department of Treasury, that anyone who does business with the individual that is being designated stands the risk of being designated. How do you feel being the character you profess to be and sharing the same committee with an individual that is labeled an international criminal?
True. So I should resign from the Senate. Because resigning from one committee and he on several other committees on which I am, I either withdraw from all those committees, and then the next question will be, why are you in the Senate with Senator Vani Sharma? Then I need to resign from the Senate because Vani Sharma is there. The people of Cape Mount will answer that question. The people of Magibi will answer whether they want put McGill in the Senate and then start asking why corruption in the Senate. Just how the people of Nimad knowingly put Prince Johnson in the Senate and then asking for Walker Court. Asking Prince Johnson to vote for Walker Court. Just how the people of Grand Jida knowingly put George Bullet in the House of Representatives and giving him a petition to establish Walker Court. Where have you seen referee getting himself a red card?
Okay, let's stop
so that thing about Vani Sharma is upon the people of Cape Mount. We have asked Vani Sharma to step down. I met him as chairman on the Judiciary Committee when I became senator. He was there, and he was voted by majority. Since the majority does not have the courage to ask him to step down, the same way we push Prince Johnson, for some reason Prince Johnson stepped down. Vani Sharma says he's a lawyer, which he is. He's challenging the U.S. government on his sanction stuff. The people of Cape Mount will answer that, because if I made one move to resign from the Judiciary Committee because Vani Sharma is chairman, you will be asking me to resign from all other committees that he's on, and I will be depriving the people proper representation. And then the next thing, oh, but you resign. It means nothing. The man stay in the Senate, you'll stay a colleague, then resign from the Senate. Is that what you want? The people of Cape Mount will answer it, just how the people of Magibi and Riverside will answer whether they want sanctioned people added in the legislature from Magibi and Riverside County.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. We have to.
They can receive their money, their setting fee. All right?
So that's a manifestation indication that we are not going to get a gadget until we get our money today. Not tomorrow, but today.
From now to 12 o'clock. For now to 12 o'clock cannot be addressed.
No, we'll take all this material. We'll get
The situation here is very serious. The guards have broken into the office of Legis, took the materials out, and they are threatening that if today's pass, Legis' office will be set ablaze.
So they are playing fool.
You can't keep young people here hungry. No corresponding place, all our places. But because of the love of our country, our district, now we keep. They are treating you on no food. I'll let you carry treating you on food. You have to get a certain fee, you can't get a certain fee for what?
But the are giving you the message that when you come in, you'll be on our stage. So let us stay away. You see?
So, have you getting information that the director is coming here?
No. Yesterday he was all kind, but
yesterday he was to be here. But the director that here says you shouldn't come here because when you come, you'll be on our stage.
Wow.
Fool the guy that they're playing out of school.
We are here in town Alright, let him come. The guards you see, they are the numerators and supervisors that are supposed to work for Legis or that's working on the census. According to them, they have not received their setting fee. And 25% that is also supposed to receive, they have not received any. Their colleagues from the other side of the country have received their. They are yet to receive. All right, and they are threatening that there will be no census here if Legis fail to pay their money.
Wait.
Yes, welcome to OKTV. All right, welcome to OKTV.
Who have been on this field almost 3 weeks ago. We are not eating legends as no, they don't even fear whether we can eat or not. And then from there again, coming here from our area to come here, we pay 3,500 on Moldova to come. I'll be a 3 different times. You do the calculation now, that money, what I'm working for, you can even pay the money. So at the same time, we are very patient. So this is why you see we are taking this roundabout approach now. Thank you very much.
You think your action will not undermine the census?
It will undermine the census because a matter of fact, before you bring people on board to do this kind of work, you have to be prepared. But Legend is not prepared. If even undermine the census, we care less. Because
so he just took those materials. Where is he taking these materials?
We are going to relocate the materials. We are not going to do anything with those materials. But we are not going to relocate the materials. We'll be under our control until then let us tell us how we are going to get our saving fee. Today, now.
You have mobile money. Who registered the mobile money for you?
I myself registered my mobile money.
When you did that registration?
Long time ago. I've been using that mobile money long time.
Is that same mobile money number you place on your phone?
Exactly. This is what I gave to them.
The fire in the CDC. You know, in like every other country, every other political system I've seen, even Tamale was talking about the U.S. system just now when you cut him off. The opposition is the fire under the feet of the ruling establishment. Unfortunately, in Liberia, the opposition is the ice block under the feet of the ruling establishment. You know, the opposition come in and say, oh, the president wore 4,000 slinger. Or the president dressed the other one. That's been the issue of it. So you're right, Stan. I've not seen like Dr. Sawyer, late Dr. Sawyer, may his soul rest in peace, will say, you gotta have fire in your belly. You gotta have something that you're going for. It's like you're going to play a game and you want to win the game. But I see a very much.
Today is session day. What kind of dress code is there again? Today,
I mean, you came on stage.
Excuse me. You are dressed up like an imam, and today is a session day. What's going on? What kind of dress code is exactly you dressed that day? They can't enter. You know you are violating your own rule.
So what you need to do now, you need to go straight to the door and see if I will not enter.
But excuse me, you always want the Speaker of the House of Representatives for violating the rule. Yeah, you are. You see, you dress like a ninja. You dress like a ninja again.
Am I not properly dressed?
You are not properly dressed. According to your own rules, you are not properly dressed.
So what's the secret of your dress code?
What's behind the dress code?
Well, I'm here today to session. Looking to see what's going on here. Our staff boss, and we have not taken pay along with our staff boss. I'm encouraging the staff boss to put some pressure for their salary. If not, they will not get paid.
Inciting violence.
I'm not inciting. They put work in my office. They icing me. I say they must put some pressure so they can get paid. They say inciting.
No, you mean your staffer.
I say two gun.
You mean your staffer. You mean your staffer, right?
I say the staff boss because I'm a representative. I represent the staff boss here too. So I'm calling on them to put some pressure so that money can come.
Yesterday, you tender in your resignation.
No, not yesterday. You see that old news.
But you called a press conference yesterday.
So when
was
the time of
I turned in my resignation on the 17th of last month. I resigned from the CPP and the ANC.
Okay.
I remain an independent candidate and a member of the opposition community.
According to you, you wrote your political leaders for dialogue. The crisis within the opposition community seems not to have any end. It's not going to end now. That's the reason behind your resignation.
No, maybe they think they can handle it with all my interventions, so I leave them with it to handle it. I don't have to be the one to bring peace. They can bring peace among themselves. They are our leaders who believe in them. They are our elders who believe in them. And I think they can bring peace in the opposition. So it left with them to bring the peace. We're standing by.
Is there a need for peace within the collaboration?
There's need for peace everywhere. Even in the CDC, there's need for peace. There's need for peace for Akara Group to be able to say to Ambassador we are. There is need for peace for Monba Molu to be able to say to Ambassador we are. So there is crisis everywhere. And there will be crisis everywhere. But the ability to have it resolved is what we need to do.
Don't you think your stay within the CPP could at least bring peace? But now you left.
No, but I'm not left the opposition. I'm
particularly the CPP.
No, I've not left the opposition. I'm still within the opposition.
You are independent opposition.
Yeah, you are.
Independent opposition.
It is wrong to be an independent opposition. I'm not like Eddie Snow that would say independent, but you're jumping from here to here like frog.
Yeah,
I'm an independent,
consistent
opposition lawmaker. Consistent. I don't jump from place to place. I don't get behind people for the riches. Like Edwin Snowden.
You are attacking Honorable Snow on
no, I'm saying something. I'm not attacking you. See me fighting him? We're not fighting. I'm saying something.
Okay. Yeah. But another concern here again, subsidies and we want to welcome you to the CDC. What do you say about it?
Well, CDC is not a bad party.
Okay.
The manner in which Ambassador Ware is proceeding now, I got a problem with.
Okay.
Every institution in the country is not a bad institution.
Okay.
The way you proceed with the institution, then when problem come.
Okay.
And that's the problem I got.
So I'm very sure that you are waiting. You are waiting. I'm very sure that you are waiting to sit with the CDC on the table.
I'm willing to sit with even you. If you are a CDC journalist, you can interview me there. I'm willing to sit with you.
Independent journalist, sir.
Okay, you are independent journalist.
Yes.
Stroke
yes,
CDC.
We move the CDC.
That census will not go on. Somebody declare holiday, you go sell in different country. Then you say it's a protest.
What's stopping the census for going?
Nobody will come to my home for census. As long as Ambassador we have left this country and refuse to be counted, nobody will come to my house. I don't want to be part of the process.
But what if they count in before leaving the country?
Okay, that's what the process is.
There's a possibility you might be off.
That's what the process is. That's what the process. Wait, let me answer the you don't spoil the interview. That's what the process is. People are journalists. That's what the process is. Look, you need to have someone like that interest in the country. Not a joker. Ambassador Ware is a joker.
If you have interest in the country, why did you leave the CPP?
Oh, the CPP? How about left Liberia?
No, the CPP. The CPP.
No, I still with
you people organize the CPP for the sake of the ordinary people.
Why you so much involved with the CPP? Why you so much involved with it? I'm a member of the opposition.
Independent opposition for you.
Yeah. You got a problem with it? Look at my suit. Yeah, how do I look today? Concession.
You are improperly dressed.
This suit is the only suit in Liberia I brought in the country. You can't find it here. This is the original.
And this suit will not allow you to enter in there. You are improperly dressed.
Now,
according to your rule, I'm a lady reporter. You are violating your own rule.
What the rules is?
Tuesday and Thursday, you should be needed dressed in a business suit.
Am I not needed dress?
You are wearing a sneakers. You are not wearing a shoe.
So the one who can wear that be long sneaker, the last sneaker.
No, but President George Manneh, we are here. You are the one that is here. You are violating your own rules.
My man, we're going up there, man. What you call rules? You know what I've started? Anytime, listen to me. Anytime I'm attacked by the two men, my boss coming, I will instruct them to come attack people.
Excuse me?
Oh yes, our rules are clear. If I violate the rules, send me to rules and order. Let the rules be interpreted. If I'm attacked, my men will defend me. And I will give the instruction to attack anybody that attack me.
Want to take the rules in the
what you call rules? We got rules that are not respected, they say rule. But anybody take the law in here, I will take the law in my hand.
If you don't want to be sent out of Census, why you get dressed properly?
Hey, man, I dress properly, man. Forget that thing. What you get dressed, you got to me. Look at my dress code.
He's always in a first-class costume.
First class. That thing, that don't have flair. What else thing that Bobo Jimo can wear the 4-year looking tie. You not see me wear something like that before? Look from down to up. Man, you can't find anything here, man. I'm properly dressed. Look, the Liberian people believe in the knee, so they will always dress me. And you see how they dress me today? We're moving up there.
You are on your way to the city.
We're calling on our staffers. No staffer can have me for their money. You're like stand up for your money. The government do not have interest in paying you. If you don't stand up, any staffer ask me, they know what they do already. No staff will ask me. I told the people that want to go take the training for the census, they must stand up for their money. And I said Togo, I said protest. That crowd will say protest. I don't want to say.
You are a national leader. You should not.
What you call national? The national leader run away. They come down national leader. The men like the hell they play. He declared holiday. He not here to enforce a holiday.
He went for a reason.
He went to go out for again.
For a reason.
Look, if it was serious here, we would send for that man to tell us why he must put football to be official function. But we serious here.
Didn't he get the fight?
I challenge anybody to say they can't spell me. My man, they put that track and spell me. They put that track to suspend. They can't make it. I do big for the people that are. I'm the biggest number 10, and a small number in the country. Yeah. You hear number 10?
And to maintain that city, you have to go to join the CDC. Don't you think so?
No problem, but CDC is not a bad party. It's just I hit the way, Ambassador working wear PB shoe. And the problem I got with him, he declared, you won't run away. They may declare holiday now here. What can I see right now? He declared holiday now here. The man talk away, according to my source, $250 million in the country.
How is that possible?
I was
250 is enough money that you can put in one bag to get
But why the finance minister can tell what budgeted for the president
travel? Your former party, CP, your former party.
Yeah. There's the opposition party.
Your former party.
Your former party.
Your former party. You resigned yesterday. Oh, you resigned from this party yesterday. That's a former party.
So you want me to talk now?
And one of the reasons why you resigned was you cannot support.
I'm promoting your platform. You need to be giving me money. They say you'll give me money.
One of the reasons why you resigned from the CPB. One of the reasons why you resigned, Honorable Koloba, one of the reasons why you resigned from the CPB, according to you, said you cannot support any of the political leaders
because they are not serious.
Unless they move up to the second.
No, you cannot hear me. You need to go back to my recalling. I said I cannot put support an individual party that is in the collaborating party. I support all of them.
How is that possible?
It's possible. Right now I can stay here. I say you vote for the opposition party. Don't vote for Ambassador. You might not be re-elected. So I say in the opposition.
So what's about individual they contesting individual on a respected political party? Who will you vote for? Cummings, the Boyka, who will you vote for?
Pull the ballot bars and one get. I will tell you.
No, you tell us.
No, I can't tell you.
You are very vocal on issue. Who will you vote for?
What proof do you have the president took $250 million?
Thank you.
From my source. So let them prove me wrong.
You could be held liable for making an empty.
To hell with you and the person that will hold me liable. You hear my friend?
$250 million is not a joking money.
Yeah, but let me have eating more than that in the country.
You cannot put $250 million in one bag to take it out of the country. It's possible.
But the men carry continue to have before. With money inside.
And the forensic report said there was no money missing.
No, it's up to you. CDC forensic report.
What do you make of the MCC report?
How you look at the opposition dress?
Good grading system for our country, Liberia. They tap the MCC report. You are opposition.
So what the Liberia getting in return? What the Liberia getting in return?
You are a leader. You know what the people getting.
My man, we have failed the Liberia people, man.
The MCC report say your government pass.
What?
The MCC report say your government pass. Not your report.
Oh yeah, you paper, but the Liberia people not getting nothing in return. The small money we get, according to my source, you told $250 million, you're going to go in jail.
The war is celebrating Liberia, not you, not personal. We have a Liberia.
The war celebrating what? Liberia is the least country ever in the history of the whole world.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, Ambassador, we
pass the MCC report.
Ambassador, we have made Liberia the least country ever in the history of Liberia.
And he passed something that the opposition that you were part of for 12 years did not do.
Okay, we'll tell them thank you. But then they tell while they told $250 million to leave their country to go marry me.
It is not realistic.
Okay, then bring your own now.
It is not realistic.
How much they carry?
It is not realistic.
How much they carry?
$250 million.
How much they carry?
250,000 that you can put in bank.
How much they carry?
It's not realistic.
How much they carry, bossman?
But you know it's not realistic.
Well, I am saying for my source and my sources.
But this is just mere allegation against the government.
Oh, mere allegation. Prove me wrong. When I told you all the resort to Minister of State, why would they go there? Why would they go there? Right now, the Minister.
It's good to have you, Mr. Willer.
Thank you so much, Stanton, and let me say thank you to the Spoon family. I will try as much as possible tonight to control my emotion, but you should understand that I will sometimes get very emotional, and I will use some languages that I will try not to use. So the very first thing I will say to you, Stanton, and to the people of Liberia is that I'm very ashamed. I'm very disappointed, and it is very is one of the saddest moments in my life. For a person who I laid down my entire life for, my entire youthfulness for. Some of you don't know, but in the CDC, I went to prison along with Chairman Moruba Molu when we asked for the resignation of President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. November 7, I was Councillor Tottenham and the president today. We went through the bullets and the beating. On several occasions, we were arrested and placed behind bars for President Weah. People call all kinds of names when we're on the university campus because of the CDC. CDC is the first political party that I've joined, and I've never envisioned in my entire life that I will be a member of any political party. I've supported President Weah all along from the days contesting for the Senate up to today. I can recall during the Senate election, I was in the war room at Honorable Edwin Snow's house when we were tallying the vote for President Weah. The second round election in 2017, I served as the data or war room head. I formulated all of the strategy, all of the system. Within less than 24 hours, I got 99.24% of the total results, which was 5,390 polling places in Liberia. And we were the one who published the result that today, President Weah became president. And all through what I have thought to do is to be honest to this president and to this government that I've struggled for all of my entire youthfulness to serve my country. I've always told people that over hundreds of thousands and million people supported Ambassador Weah like me, some more qualified than me. And so when I got the opportunity to serve in government, I thought it was a privilege and not a right. And because of that, I thought to serve with diligence, with integrity, because it is not about President Weah alone. It is about the vast majority of the poor, ordinary Liberian people that we promise that will give them better opportunity and better hope when we assume state power. But today, it is an irony. And I'm very disappointed. I'm very frustrated. And that is why today I may somehow and sometimes become emotional. But let me go to the issue. The first thing I want to say to the president today is that, Mr. President, apparently your legal advisors and your advisors are now informing you. I am not a presidential appointee. I do not work at the will and pleasure of the president. I today encourage the office of the president to show you any communication where the president appointed me as Deputy Director General for Statistics and Data Processing. There's no such communication. I also encourage you to go to the Senate. If there is one picture or video of confirmation of Alex Williams, nobody should believe me in Liberia and the world at large. So I'm not a presidential appointee. I do not work at the will and pleasure of the president. The president did not hire me, and as such, the president cannot fire me. If you read the latest act, and Stanton, I have sent you a provision of the latest act. If you read section 58.2 of the latest act that was enacted into law in 2004 under the transitional government, it says clearly that
Mondays to Saturdays, 8 p.m. locally.
So to answer your question directly, cut it off. Cut it off. Extend it to next year and do that which I recommended. Dismiss Lawrence George, dismiss Wilmot Smith, he has already been dismissed. Dismiss Francis Ware, bring people with high degree of integrity who have understanding of the subject matter, retrain these people, go for another 10 days of solid training, provide the necessary support, feeding and other things. How can you even train people on hungry stomach? How can you even train people on hungry stomach and expect them to learn? It's impossible. You know, my pastor can sometimes jokingly say it's impossible. So it's impossible. So let's postpone the census to next year.
Thank you. And it is important to note here, CEO, that other links on the site are working. If you click on them, you will see everything. But just Liberia Census 2022, if you click on it, it says
403 forbidden by the Spoon Network family.
Maybe the next one will be 419. But let's bring in Chairman Ben Sanvi. Chairman?
Thank you. Thank you.
Because the opposition had a role to play in saving this census. Ambassador Burka, Mr. Cummins, and the rest of other people cannot say that they have not been listening to the radio and hearing me and other people announcing this issue that there is problem with the census. The Unity Party has lawmakers at the lower house and the upper house. ANC has lawmakers at the lower hall and the upper hall. They should have mustered the courage of making a clear position, because this is also border on the elections and coming to power. I heard Mr. Cummins talk a few times about the census, but they needed to have a definitive position to the lawmakers and say this is a national project. It's not about whether the president feels or not, because this is about all of us. So in the spirit of nationalism and patriotism, I am of the opinion the ambassador spoke in that light. And I am also supporting the ambassador speaking in that light. But what I am also going to say to the ambassador today, because I know from some indication he's monitoring this show, that Mr. Ambassador, apparently the information being given to you that the census has started, Mr. Ambassador, is not true.
That was the question I wanted to.
Mr. Ambassador, there are people in the chat rooms in Maryland, in Lofa, in other places telling us that the census have not started, no enumeration of bouquet. Mr. Ambassador, if you think I'm lying to you, ask the people for the census dashboard, because anybody enumerated goes strictly to that dashboard. Mr. Ambassador, they have misled you also, and that the reality is census is not on course. And Mr. Ambassador, ask your technician from the U.S. Census Bureau. They will tell you that under this circumstance, census cannot be successful in Liberia. And I'm saying this again, even if you count up to January under this atmosphere, you will not count 50% of the population.
Thank you very much, guys. That was a very, very interesting question and answer. We have some documents to display. We will display these documents, and please take your pen and papers. Then you will come in with your question. Alex going to direct us as we display this document. And I also want to just bring your attention from the LDCC case number 2. That Councillor Edwin Clark Mountain, Executive Chairman, then Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. It came out June 17, 2022 at 1 p.m. And when he spoke about investigative report, allegation of financial improprieties and corruption at the Liberia Institute of Statistics and Geoinformation Services. You can find these documents. These documents are there. It's not only the entity legis. We also have the information on the Liberia Water and Soil as well. And we will be having that conversation next week concerning Liberia Water and Soil. The reason why we're doing this thing, go back and find out who's the chair on the board of Legis and the board of Liberia Water and Soil. Who's the chair? Or what are the, this thing just one place to another, one place to another. And we have to help and tell the Liberian people. And I want to appreciate you, Alex. I have another gentleman coming on to tell it all. And we're going to pause till we get to that story. So if you ever follow the story from the press briefing with Councillor Edwin Clark Mountain, the executive chairman of Legis at the time, I mean LCC at the time, it came out June 17, 2022 at 1 p.m. You're going to find his case.
So for the LD, this is the total amount we have received for the LD from the government Liberia for the census that went to that account at EcoBank. Good. Let's deal with the LD first. Start on.
Okay.
The LD account for the census at EcoBank is 6101350441. This account, you see the date of transaction if you are on Facebook or YouTube. If you are not on Facebook or YouTube, you are listening via radio, you will see the various time frame. The total money in Liberian dollar equivalent that this account have received is 130,280,741 Liberian dollars. That, if you convert it currently at the rate of 150, is almost around 860 some thousand United States dollar. And you see the various dates and the check numbers. You will see as recent as July and September of this year, Minister Tuel was placing money in this account. But Minister Tuel was on your show telling you that since 2019 they had issues with this, they stopped putting money in the Census account, which is a blatant lie. And you can see it for yourself. And I will furnish you with all of the bank statements. So let's transition to the USD. Let's go back to the USD.
Are you talking about the checks or the total contribution?
No, let's go back to the summary of the statement that you placed out initially.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm experiencing, not this time around, it's not technical glitches, it's electrical glitches. No, the USD.
Yeah, just hold on. James is working on it, I believe. Just go ahead.
Okay, so Stanton, that was the amount we received in 2019. In 2020, the government did not send any money to villages for census. In 2021, November, when I again resumed my role as census project coordinator, the government sent on November 8, 2021, 180,000 United States dollar, and on the same 8th of November 2021, the government sent 270,000 United States dollar. That was 2021. In 2022, March 29, 300,000 was also sent from the Ministry of Finance to that account. On the same March 29, 2022, 1 million United States dollar was transferred from the Ministry of Finance to that account. This year, few months ago, July 22nd to be precise, 19,297 $297.08 was sent to that account. In September 27, 2022, this year, 300,000 was sent to that account. If you do the summation of all of these value, the total will be $2,769,279.80 USD. That Samuel, who is the Minister of Finance, signed and sent to Legis.
Alex, you have established this. Now Liberians all over, everyone watching, hearing, they are now convinced that money was transferred to that account and the finance minister lied to Liberia and lied to the world. You have established this. The documents are here. Let's move to the next exhibit because I want to give you guys a question.
Tablet money account. Next exhibit, tablet money account.
This one, right? All right.
Perfect. So if you are in, or maybe if you are on Facebook or YouTube, you are seeing an account number 61000. In fact, it's 405514, and the customer ID. This is an account number that is in Cote d'Ivoire. Money from Legis account, census account, is leaving and going to this account in Cote d'Ivoire. Who is the owner of this account in Cote d'Ivoire? Minister Tuer needs to tell the Liberian people. Is Minister Tuer having a residence in Cote d'Ivoire? Did he live there when he was working with the African Development Bank? Has he constructed a superstructure in Cote d'Ivoire? Minister Tuer must come and tell the Liberian people where all this money are going. Stanton, that question, please call Minister Tuer to answer the Liberian people tonight. The mock-up exercise of 25 million. Minister Tuer was just a spokesman. I don't know whether you noticed that the Minister of Finance is now the Minister of Information also. He speaks on all government-related activities. So let him come and answer to the Liberian people where the money is going, who owns that account. And the lawmakers must be interested in that, though we have no faith in the legislature, because they are proving themselves not to be a serious group of people. But this time around, they must rise up to the occasion. The civil society groupings must rise up to the occasion and ask themselves, where is Minister Tuer carrying this money in Ivory Coast? The Council of Churches, the Muslim community, they do not need for us to go and wake up Archbishop Michael Pakala Francis again to come and be the moral consciousness of the society. They must rise up to the occasion and ask the critical questions. The opposition political party has a role to ensure that our country is being stable. They are part and parcel of the democracy. They must ask the hard question, and they must go beyond asking the hard question, but taking the necessary civic, political, civil, and peaceful actions to call on Minister Tuer and the government Liberia to tell them where the money is going. I don't even want to talk about the students' institution, because the last time I checked, my own friend, who is now the head of and the president of the Liberian National Student Union, have never spoken on anything of such nature. He needs to talk to the Federation of Liberian Youth today that have a stooge. They must now rise up to the occasion. The country is bleeding under Samuel Tuer. He is mismanaging the country resources and the fund. The Liberian people must stand up to the occasion in a very peaceful and civilized manner to say enough is enough. We do not need to wait for 2023. Minister Tuer must be able to be made accountable to the Liberian people and answer the critical questions as to where these monies are going. We are telling the Liberian people that 100,000 went to Legis, but they are now seeing millions of dollars. When you combine the two, we are talking about over 3 million United States dollars of the Liberian people taxpayer money. Civil servants that have not taken place since October, but you are misusing and sanctioning the resources. They must rise up to the occasion in a very civilized and peaceful manner and ask Minister Tuer to give them answers to these critical questions. Long enough, it has always been said that things are just about days and weeks. We must go beyond the periphery. The poverty level is widening. Inequality is becoming more and more the order of the day. People must speak up to Samuel Tuer and tell him enough is enough.
Alex.
So let me go.
Alex, I want to pause you again. Alex, I know you are displaying this thing. They are asking again to see the warrant account. That is cheating. I would like to display it again, and for the sake of those on Radio Land, please read out the numbers and the information. This is the account that were out there. A lot of folks were telling us about this account. Can you, Alex, please, again,
the account number is 6100005514, and the customer ID, that is the owner of that account number, is 440000149.
Let me ask you a quick question, and I know all my friends and my brethren on the show, they have questions. Transaction reference number, account branch code, account branch name, account number, customer ID, and customer name, Echo Bank, Cote d'Ivoire. I know you're about to display what I have in my possession because you sent them to me. I want you to please take a pause. One question each. We have asked for additional 1 hour because it is powerful. We don't know when we'll get Alex back on set. So we need to squeeze in our best question. I'm going to remove this before Alex proceeds. Your very best one question, real quick, no explanation. Dr. Francine go first, Mariah, you come second, Kev Hassan, and the guys at the bottom line will come up.
Alex, the account that you just showed us only gave us identifying information, account number, where the location of the account. It doesn't give us any transaction that occurred in an account, but you are alluding to money being in that account that was transferred from Legis. What makes you believe that is so?
Stanton has in his possession details of transaction that went to that account.
To answer the question further, direct our thoughts and let's display it, please.
Stanton, before moving forward, I want you to go to the exhibit that talks about tablet shipment agreement.
Tablet shipment agreement. James, follow through very quick. I saying tablet money account. Is that the same thing?
No, tablet shipment agreement.
Okay, there you go. James
Tablets and power bank shipment.
James got it up. Go ahead.
Please go to the second page.
I am the second page. Go ahead, sir.
Stanton, for this particular exhibit, can you tell us who is the signatory that you see and whose name is there?
Wilmer Smith.
Wilmer Smith, exactly.
And Donald Djobo. I think it's from Ivory Coast. The name is Donald Djobo, President, and Wilmer Smith, Jr.
So Stanton,
Owner, thank you. Owner.
So Stanton, have you asked yourself why is Wilmer Smith signing a contract for the shipment of tablet and power bank and not the Director General of Legis? Have you asked yourself why that amount of money is going and the PPCC, whose responsibility is to issue no objection to all contracts in that amount, did not issue no objection? Is the Liberian people asking themselves those questions? I am not going to answer it for the Liberian people today. I am not going to do that. What I will say to the Liberian people that that company does not exist anywhere in the world.
The financial gaps, that the full deployment of materials and human resources will allow this process done properly, and all of us will be happy because it will lead us to see where Liberia can be in the next 25 years based on the development data that is happening. And I want to encourage all of us, the media. I'm hoping that some of the media institutions will begin to do smart jingles on their own, encouraging people to get up and get counted. I'm hoping that our church and our religious leaders, our civil society groupings, because this is a Liberian thing. It is not a government thing. It's not a GOL thing. We just happen to be the ones on the scene today to see it done, but everyone must encourage our people to go out and be counted.
Thank you very much, Madam Vice President. My name is Strokon Flammer, and I report for Spoon FM and TV. I am concerned, and the Liberian people are concerned. One of the issues that was undermining the conduct of the census is corruption. And the LACC did an investigation, and one of those people named mentioned within that report is Lauren George. Today, the president has given Lauren George the authority to head the conduct of the census. Is the president ignoring the census, the LACC report, or is he not aware that Mr. George is involved in massive corruption at the institution? And secondly, how Liberians should have confidence within the conduct of the census when someone who was accused by the LACC is heading it to the end?
And these are two separate issues. Let's separate them. The first thing is that Liberians should have confidence in this process because everybody hopefully will be counted. It is a process. We want to encourage everyone to please get involved in it so that you won't say tomorrow you didn't get counted. At the end, if there are areas that haven't been touched, it is the responsibility of the civil society organizations and the media to point out in a constructive way. This particular area wasn't touched in an attempt to help us to conclude those areas that were not touched. Not in an attempt to say, oh, they didn't do it right. Because it is a process, it is collective, it is important for all of us to get on board. So I think the issue of corruption is a whole different issue from how can we as Liberians ensure that we are counted so that we are included in the plans for the future of our country. On the issue of the corruption, alleged corruption, I believe the president has now gotten a copy of the report, and I believe all of the things in that report will be considered. Please, let's give President Weah a chance to come home and look at the reports and make some determinations. When you are appointed by the president, you serve at the will and pleasure of the president. And I believe he will consider everything, including the importance of this particular census for Liberia that we will not do again for the next 10 years. And he needs it to make sure that his plans under the PAPD are effective. We pray when he gets back, he will look at it, and I believe that he will do something about it. Again, these are allegations. We have to wait. There's a whole process. The president gets the report. He gives it to some of the legal people to find out what is going on, and then it takes off. I don't believe this will be shoved under the rug. So let's wait till he comes home, and I'm sure he will begin to tackle some of the issues that are in his ambit as president of the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you, Madam President, Vice President, sorry. My name is Anthony Q.J. Fang Jr., and I report for the Atlantic Broadcasting Corporation. My concern is, how concerned are you, I'm talking about the government, about the credibility of the censor, considering all of the noise around corruption, alleged corruption, enumerator now been paid, the seizure of materials, the report coming from Wapolo and other places in the western area. How concerned are you about the credibility of the censor when people are still not believing that this process is credible? Thank you.
And you know, in the days of Noah and the flood, when Noah informed the citizens at the time that there would be a flood and that they should help him build the ark, no one believed it. Until the rains actually started coming, and then people started being confused. This is human nature. Most times, we do not believe something until we actually see it. But this is an important aspect of human life. At the governance level, it's like me who gets pregnant for a child, and I don't prepare for how the hospital bill will be paid. You know the bill will come. Maybe they say January 1st, it will be January 10th, but the bill will come in January. You may not know the date, the actual day. But you have to prepare. So when you know that you're getting a baby, it's not just preparing for the hospital, it's not just finding clothes, it's paying hospital bills. Then you have a child to support until they reach 21. You as a parent must ensure that that child reaches its age for it to be a successful individual. So you have a long road ahead. There will be some bumps here and there, but your purpose is to carry that child, take care of them, mentor them until they reach their majority. So people might be saying, oh, they don't believe. But the media has something important and a part to play. There are media organizations all across the country. There are media houses, there are runners, or however you string us. Yeah, I forget some of the names some people are called. Everywhere. We hope that the Ministry of Information will find a radio station that we can work with so information can pour in. So whatever is going on, we can solve it. This is a process that must be resolved. We will not solve every problem every day, but in the end, we want a system that is holistic, that will provide us with how many, like people keep saying, with 5 million, with 4.5, with 6, nobody knows. And everyone is concerned about this issue. So I believe we should please do our very best. If we got a few more questions, we can take it. Yeah. We say we're here for 1 hour and a half. Don't do that thing. I believe that we should now follow up this process to do what is necessary, because it's important. I hope the media will get involved in this process. You have to start talking about it on the radio station, regardless of what's happening. Like I said, Minister, I think it's important for this. We need to find one station that we can get information, like we do during the election period. People can call in, oh, this is happening here, this is not happening here. Then we take record of it and see what needs to be done.
Okay, we can take some more questions.
And I think the ministry is saying they will provide a call center number so people can call. It's legislative. It is important for them to have an idea of what's happening so that we correct the situation before the period ends.
We'll take 3 more questions. The same rule applies. You are to address exactly what the Vice President.
My friend, how you doing? This Vice President is very, very interesting.
Yeah, I'm all right. Joel has almost turned to a Mickey Mouse. You know, it be like I always said, yeah, I'm grateful to my God for who I am. And I got a friend from University of Liberia. He actually struggled here to get to where he found himself, but he's working with PhD right now. And I usually tell him, I say, buddy, boy, it is not working. My man will go on Facebook, he will narrate. He will replicate. You know, when you're doing research, especially at that level, I can still remember when I was doing my graduate study. I would come from work, you know, regular American dream. Full-time school, full-time work. Mental health, DSP. Me, I can say my own yet. But I don't protest to get my pay. I can be sleeping in camp. So I don't care. So my buddy, so I have been almost 6 years now. I don't even study nothing because I'm not in school for the most part. I do small research. So my man, when he do his research with the Facebook thing, can come up in post. It be when you go low, you know, on Liberia issue, the man got so much interest in Liberia. All the things that are going on, he usually don't call to say anything, but he can get right. The man can right. When he posts it on Facebook, only 2 people comment. The day he lucky at 5 people comment. So Jay Allo, you know, curiosity, so I call my man. I said, my man, it did not work. I said, my man, what is it? He said, you didn't have your planet talking your own. Whether you're reading or not reading, just put it in. For the records. I said, my man, let Brent put that picture. My people, you're sorry for the poor quality of my voice. I live in North Dakota, so the season's changing. So, this is the way it is. It be, you know, you got the topic, right?
Yeah.
So, today we are discussing the current Vice President, Georgia Vice President Joel Howard Taylor, useless, I would call it, censor awareness speech. AB, we still got good people in Liberia. We got smart people and we got educated and people with integrity, with honesty and nationalistic. All right? In our country. However, we have created this Pandora box since 1980, the military took over. And now we find ourselves where we find ourselves. It has almost appeared like there is no good person in Liberia anymore.
Yeah, that's how it appears like.
Yeah. And we see it play out in real time. You know, I listen to I listen to, ADD, the light, on Wednesday, and I feel sorry for myself as a Liberian. And I listened to Edwin Snow a little bit today on Spoon Talk. I thought he could answer the question that he asked, but he didn't answer it. As we go through, sometimes we just come up with this little bit downgraded tempo kind of conversation so that people get to understand why we are the way we are. So, Joel Howard Taylor by law is the principal deputy to George Weah. Constitutionally, it is the same Joel Howard Taylor that acquiesced, if I'm not mistaken, 2017 when she came to Philadelphia. That Lutheran church all the way around 63rd, all the way down there. On the CDC store, she was a sitting senator. She came in her official capacity as a running mate of George Weah. And one thing she said was, Ellen Johnson said the budget was not program-based, not targeting program. Bulk of the budget, which were actually kind of like emitted by American or another event where he came to, to the U.S., Philadelphia again, we had a meeting, Liberian community organized, Lansdowne East, and American confirmed it that bulk of the budget, about 80 to 85% was going towards personnel administration, which means government collect the money, project the money, they collect it, they pay each other, and they buy furniture from Lebanese people. And the banner one, they give it to the airlines to come to America, go to Europe, go to other part of the world. So Joel said the CDC-led government will design the national budget that will target the people and the programs that will benefit them. So that's nice. That's really good. But early government was not doing that. Today, let me go back a little bit. So after I listened to everybody, I was part of that meeting at that Lutheran church. I asked the madam, I was the last person. Some of my colleagues came to me and said, "Man, you asked embarrassing question. You made the Omar to get off track." I said, "Not Omar business we're on here. No, we're not on Omar business. That bunk on the thing there, they go do share or hosmo, live there for 7 years, destroy the people and get them demorphosis. And now, this year that America, I don't need to talk about, okay?" So the question I asked her was simple. I said, "Madam Senator, you are the senior senator of Bunk County. The better people voted for you. According to my elementary understanding of your responsibility, there are 3 cardinal responsibilities. Number 1 is representation. Number 2 is oversight. And number 3 is lawmaking. You said the budget is not program driven and it has no trigger down effect, positive effect on the people. What are you doing under oversight to bring the minister of finance at the time and director of the budget? What are you doing to be able to make sure they come up with a budget that will target the people to have a trickle-down effect? Number 1 question there. Number 2, she said in her speech that majority of the people were coming to them to beg for money. So my second question to her was, how many laws have you authored or co-authored to make the people's life better so that they can come to you to create opportunity for them? That was my second question. My third question was, you said, according to Joel, the people were coming to you too much, even though the budget is not targeting them based on program. There is no trigger-down effect. But in your explanation, you also mentioned that your gasoline, $2,000 worth of gasoline, it's not enough. It is not enough. So how your government, CDC government feature, this was 2017 before the election, going to target the people to have a trickle down effect in terms of employment, in terms of hospital, in terms of healthcare, everything the people need, so that they can come to you to beg. When you are telling us, the Liberian people in America, that even what you're getting as pay is not enough. So when I asked the 3 questions, Joy Howard Taylor, at the time senior senator of Bond County, she took a deep breath. Some folks came to me, some of my colleagues, oh, Mr. Duno, you're not so add that question, blah, 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 blah. But she played around it, and some kind of way, she apologized before she walked out of the house. But the thing here is easy. The way on the campaign trail says she's not going to be a race car. She's never going to be a race car as a VP. She's going to go above the constitutional requirement that the vice president of the Republic of Liberia should assist the president. Few months ago, Joy was not talking because she was shut off by her boss, George Weah. They did not only do that, they also shut her budget down. She could not get paid. And because of that, Joy decided to boycott all of the official activities of the government under George Weah. Election is coming next year. What did they do? What did they not do? They go by in their low kangaroo stuff. She goes to MPP. Everybody that opposing her and they want it to be democratic based on MPP own constitution. She fired everybody. She appointed everybody by giving a $600 each. I think $650 each US dollar to each county chairperson instead of them being elected. But this is a contradiction. According to them, the MPP constitution required election. And Senator James Boundy, I think from Maryland, if I'm not mistaken, either son or Maryland, one of them, is the current Secretary General of the coalition. The political marriage among 3 political parties, CDC, MPP, and the other party belongs to Ellis Tyler. Now, James Boundy is on the other side of majorities of the partisans of the MPP. Joy Howard Taylor is on the side of George Weah now because they have given her some money to be able to do what she's doing. They gave her rights to go out there. Now, the point I'm making here is, I will say you down the wrong word. They are all spineless people. These people don't have no interest in their own people. They have no interest in the country. They are not nationalistic. They are not honest. They have no integrity, including Joy Howard Taylor. It is useless. This is useless. She is the one that presiding over the Senate. The same responsibility Joseph Boakai had yesterday. It is the same responsibility Joy Howard Taylor having right now. The Constitution under 39, Article 39, they say only the legislature can call for census. This group of indigenous vampires are legions held by the bad boy to George Weah, Samuel, let me use the guy word, C-square, certified criminal, Samuel Toure, so-called finance minister, the occupant, from today on, I will not call George Weah president. I will call it the occupant of the executive mansion. Okay? He's a bad boy to the occupants of the executive mansion in the cooking jar, your corruption cooking jar. There's no one have been over there. Ellis have gone to the House, to the senators. He made it clear on Spoon Talk. Legal leadership have gone there to extend censor to a point where the president came up with a proclamation declaring Friday census day. Everybody stay home. Every single dollar that the government of Liberia needed to make that day all went loose. Where is Joel coming from? How can the people listen to you when you and your husband damage Bon County? The only thing you give Bon County people, the better people, you train their children and gave them AK-47, bazooka, M16, and mortar to shoot, to kill more. They made you senator, you won't do nothing there. You go into Kohu with indigenous vampires. Today you're jolly. When she got to know that the census was so important to our development and planning agenda of our country, when she got to know that, today is 7 days after census day. Today is 7 days after, then she now got the audacity to come on camera to tell the Liberian people and the international community that census is important and nobody should politicize it. Where's she coming from? How come these public leaders have become so useless? They have become so useless, AB, until I can't imagine these people. Look at the other criminal, Maurice Satuma. This is a guy that used to make 2 budgets for his own office. They are all embarrassment to our country. Look at Vanishama, the way he responded to Dallas Dillon. That the census should go on, the proclamation should go on. After that, then they will investigate. Here we go, the census is a charade. The dashboard online, according to Eugene Fagon, cannot even open Expo OTD for betting. It means nothing there. Then when they're ready to say Liberian people are angry, it's simple. The reason why Liberian people are angry is because we continue to elect criminals, people that portray themselves to us to be good human beings. When we elect them, they become criminals and they become thorn in our flesh. That's why we are angry. There is no part of the human society that you will find equality easily. But the society should be at least fair. If it is not fair, should try to be fair. We are not asking for perfection. We are asking for steady progress. I went to work today. I did 13 hours. I'm not going to be like Donald Trump. I'm not going to be like Barack Obama. I'm not going to be like Oprah. I'm not going to be like this guy, LeBron James. I'm not going to be like the late Kobe Bryant. All these guys are folks. But hold on a minute. I'm not going to worry about this water. It's clean. I'm going to drink this. I got enough. I got a good place to sleep. If I feel headache, I go to the hospital. Nobody asks me for a dime. They try to see about my health first. When I walk outside, nobody going to attack me to tell myself, nobody here they call Zogo. What kind of country is this that concluded war 19 years ago and the country cannot stay come to itself because the leaders are so criminal-minded? Every single day they want to find something for themselves, not for the people. Every single day. How long these people are going to carry on deception, dishonesty, and lack of integrity? How long these people are going to do well? And all do well Howard Taylor and murder? That the people will use you to this level? How much these people need to live, AB? How much do they really need to live? Why can't they have a little bit of sanity? Why these people can't have a little bit of sanity for their own self? What kind of internal system these people have? Do they really sleep when they behave the way they behave? That Joel will come on camera today, Liberian time, and try to persuade Liberian people how important census is when she got to know that. They should have carried on this census year since 2018 when they took over power. By constitution, they went to that useless group of people again. We call House of Representatives and Senators, people that took money to do their job, beside their pay. It extended it. Not even to November, but to October 2022. That thing should have been done 2018. All that they said we all we are. They took over the country that was led by rebel forces. They devoured everything that was available. When they took over 2 years later, they went to censor. It was not this kind of dramatic. How can you have this censor, Madam Joy Howard Taylor, when you can't even pay the remunerators? When you can't even pay the remunerators? Who's going to count people? When you cannot even pay the people? How can your president, you sit over there, you even advise the president? How can the president fire? They not even fire, they may resign. He resigned because you're traumatizing, you're giving hard time. No person like that learn how to do this job. You still go on the executive mansion website, you say you're dismissing. Okay, let's hold it constant. That the president, head of state, head of government, and head of the army. Okay, that's true. That's okay. But how can you reward another guy that was indicted by LACC? How do you think this censor going to go on? How can you have Samuel Tua taking donors' money, Governor Liberia Minga's money, and sending it to Africa, and you go on camera and say life going to be okay? Just take any number and bring it. It is too important. Madam Taylor, just so you know, the Constitution says every 10 years. The Constitution says every 25 years. The Constitution says every 10 years. If we succeed doing this censor, which I think will not succeed this year, probably next year, we'll go 10 years before we can do another census, not 25 years. Madam Taylor, it is not 25 years, according to our Constitution. How much money did they give to religious organizations, civil society organizations, community-based organizations, and media to carry on consciousness, to carry on census awareness? How many radio stations they offer money? But they took all the money for themselves. This other occupant of the executive mansion go to Qatar. He is watching football game, then declaring holiday for census. You see how unserious these people are. Now when Dillon ready for them, say they are spineless people, then they get very with him. When Dillon say Liberia is in the latrine, in the septic tank, then they get problem with him. It is not a country, but the leaders. How much these people need to survive? Liberian people quit to be certified. You just give her electricity. You make this thing available. Then they go get less busy. Then they go bring Mary Bro, a anti-power theft director or committee chair. When you make power available, nobody will steal it. Simple supply and demand theory. Make it available. Even the people that don't need it, let them have it. Nobody will steal it. Who can steal current in America? Who can steal current in Ghana? Who can steal current in Africa? Because they make it available. But you have public works over there, people build homes, nobody even know how to build it. I'm so disappointed in this woman. Today is 7 days since Census Day passed. Probably Judge Weah called Finance Minister to give her small money, so she got to talk. This level of national embarrassment by these people, hopefully we can put them out count 2023 so they can be held accountable for their stewardship. She said she's not going to be a park race car off the race track or whatever that is. She tried it. She went into coma. Now she's coming back. Because she and Joey are back on honeymoon. It'll be back to you.
You know, my friend and brother Francis, he has said it all. But let me just tell the Liberian people some of the reasons why Joel Howard Taylor went to Mecca today. You know Lauren Josh?
I know Lauren Josh, the former ABB chairman. He was the chairman when when Chatterjee left the country?
Lauren George, because Lauren George now have been appointed by the president to spearhead that legis. So that is the reason why Joel have gone there. Because unusually, Lauren George was not on her side. When it comes to the MPP stuff, Lauren George was on the side of the senator.
Of course.
So she have gone there now to buy sympathy. But now I don't blame Joel. I don't blame Joel. For me, I don't have one reason for Joel. I don't have a single respect for a woman who does not see herself as a woman. On a very sure when I was able to tell the Liberian people that Joel make herself cheap to President William. Then people thought I was joking.
Yeah.
That when they went for Nima, when they went to that Nima County, that's the time the president and her had that to do. And I can say here vividly, when the president, after the president slept with her, after the president slept with Joel, the man went to his friend to Kalasco, as little as Kalasco is. To Kalasco to go to tell, man, I finish telling now woman. The woman, can you imagine when the president was coming into the country from one of the European countries, the woman carried rose. Rose. Not flower. Rose. And that clip is right here on our media website. So for me, I doesn't have one simple reason for Joel. It's not all women are to be your mother. I does not have a single reason for Joel. That's one. Currently Joel is sleeping with all the small boys. The small boys. Joel is sleeping with them. So with the issue of Joel taking a podium today to Ireland, she is speaking on census. Joel does not understand the subjects that we call census. Joel does not understand it. So Joel does not know where and when. You heard a question the guy asked from Sport TV.
She couldn't answer that. She bypassed it.
Joel is like you said. The president has spoken to the finance minister for the finance minister to be able to get money to Joel for her to go talk.
Yep.
Because the last time I checked, it was the same Joel that was on media, that were on Front Page Africa, that she cannot receive her
could not receive her pay.
Her pay, her incentive, her stuff.
They block her budget.
They block it. I can still remember that. It is the same Joel now today. So for me, it's not strange. This census, Ellis William had already said it. One of the census statisticians that we have in our country is Honorable Lauren Youngquay.
Yeah, he was actually in studio yesterday. Was it yesterday or today?
Honorable Lauren Youngquay is one of the statisticians of that census. That brother work with the UN. That brother have dossiers of information when it comes to census. In fact, censor is a fee. That is a guy that Ellis William is trying to follow. That is the guy that Ellis William trying to follow his footsteps. Because his man and Ellis William, they are from a man and Ellis William mother and Honorable Larry Nyakwa, they're from the same town.
Yeah, he said it.
So, you know, but for me, I can't blame Joel, because Joel, she is a loser. But what I'm about to say, that censor, after that census, the having international people who must be able to approve your censor, that to say, yes, that's the reason why Africa is like that today. Africa censor was never accepted by the international community. Liberia is on our same path. So, I would like to pause here for us to take some calls. Caller, the number is here. For you to say, you know, I'm not pinning the number, I'm not seeing the number I've been painted up here. As you can see the number passing, you can be able to copy it and be able to call. Call us down on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. Or you can call on your WhatsApp on 215-266-6509. That is the number to call and to be part of the Manefson Abraka Talk Show. You have a caller?
Not yet.
All right. Back to you.
Yeah, Ebi, I mean, I just found it difficult to understand this.
It is difficult to understand.
Like everything just about them.
Oh.
Everything is just about them. When honorable, you can't talk about it and say the man is crazy. The man is not crazy. This occupant called George Weah of the executive marshal, nobody can push anything to him. What is the direction of our country? What is the direction? What is the prospect of our democracy? There is no standard for our country. There is no standard for our country.
Yeah.
Then every snow say, oh, the people of Ghana, oh, the people of Lebanon, they can go to the embassy, they get their 5-year visa, they put in their passport, they get in 10 years, while they can only get a maximum 1 year. The answer to that is simple, brother. I work at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. At least I get more idea. The reason that, the simple reason why American government, even though we have the longest diplomatic tie when it comes to Africa with them, they don't trust us. We are dishonest people. We are not honest people. We are not truthful, Mr. Snow. That is the reasons why America do not trust us to give us more than 1 year visa.
But simple country like Guinea.
Yeah.
Guinea, the American people, when they gave in the Guinean people visa, they gave them 3 years, 2 years. Not a single Guineans that have visited here, that have come here with 1 year visa.
You see that? We don't easily, let me not say we. They don't easily get one because me are here permanent, okay? So I'm not putting myself there. My brother, he was talking about, I think we need to review our diplomatic, diplomatic tie with America, foreign policy. Probably we need to review. No, the thing here, you don't need to do nothing with that policy. All you need to do, you need to behave right in our public space. Just recent time, Governmental of Liberia, through Nathaniel Magay and George Weah office, they sold over 4,000 diplomatic passports to non-Liberians across the globe. How can United States government put 3, 4, 5-year visa in that kind of passport and land in the wrong hands. These are some of the reasons. You cannot be opposition asking for the trap to catch, and you the one supposed to be going through the trap for the people to say the trap is catching. You in government, you government officials, you that we have elected and we have surrounded our political rights, so you continue to misbehave. So even though we are the most and the longest traditional friends to the United States, but the behavior in our public space is so ugly. So they don't trust us. Do we really need the American ambassador to tell us how to live in our country? Do we really need to? How can the executive mansion occupant George Weah go out of the country for over 7 weeks and carry 1.5 to 2 million to go watch football game, and you have legislature that don't even say anything to him? How can George Weah leave the country without letting them know, and he already out of the country for 5 days because of social media technology? We get to know, then he write a letter and they accept it. How can you have a speaker that say yes sir to the president every single day? How can you have the vice president that remain quiet and don't do shit and not coming on the camera to tell us how important this census is when they have already jeopardized the entire census? They embarrassed the entire country. These are the same indigenous vampires that sold our diplomatic passport to non-Liberians on multiple occasions. And they put the little boy under the bus. Andrew Wamblo. These are the same people. Charles Gore from Buchanan Port accused the poor manager of transferring money to different accounts. We didn't believe it until American people came and showed it to us. Here we go. How American people going to give you their visa so you can go study?
As I learned, another sanction this is coming again. So
that's what I heard. No, I can't wait. This occupant of the executive mansion need to be sanctioned. When they sanction Joe Weah, he will sit down. American sanction will be easy for him. He need United Nations sanction, so he can't even go to Guinea before you go to Ghana. This is too annoying because every single day, these people, these spineless people, give a reason to talk, even when we don't want to talk.
I'm telling you.
So that crime we committed, to elect them, to give them power, so that crime we committed. What kind of problem is so?
My friend and brother, Liberia is a place. That's the reason why I keep saying that Liberia is not a country. Liberia is a place. Look, if lead mines, people like from Burkina Faso, people from Guinea-Conakry, people from Sierra Leone, if they were let, if we were let them, then by now George Mann where he is talking into the cell. But for us, we like to behave like we are Jesus Christ people. We like to behave like after someone Jesus Christ came, that Liberia that was the first country that he passed through before going to Israel.
Man, it be this person that when I see them on social media, I just get pissed. It can bore my system.
It's like we are God-fearing. We say we're God-fearing people. The last time I checked, the same pastor that lied to that guy who was contesting against contesting against ADD.
Which pastor that?
The pastor them, because they formed themselves as a group of pastors. They said they were going to anoint that guy's head. They anointed his head,
Oh, you're talking about Thomas Farah.
Yeah, and then when the bath starts,
yeah, they pour it in water and or the bath starts in.
The bath starts in, and they told him that he was going to win because Thomas Farah was giving a handout.
Give them money. That's all about it. That's Liberia right there.
We behave like if to say, when Jesus Christ was born, it was a Mary Magdalene born Jesus Christ in Liberia. Because la only all that can be able to say, oh, but let it be so, man, let it be so, hey, man, let it be so. Let it be so, make it to the chicken nugget teeth. Let it be so. Make it to the chicken nugget teeth. And I'm saying it, and I'm saying it again. If the Liberian people does not stand up against they corrupt and there's judgment we are, that guy was very broke. And the Liberian people put life into his spine. The Liberian people. Now you hear it for yourself that he never did nothing for the Liberian people. They elected him. What about when he do small thing?
Maybe I can guarantee you, just we are going to be the Donald Trump. He didn't do nothing he won. He said he's doing something not right. That isn't happening to Donald Trump. You know he declared it before yesterday.
Yeah, I know that. But
the man went to court. He tried to honor the democratic process constitutionally. Constitutional process settled yet. It didn't work for him. So he stayed angry. That's how we are going to be. Because this kind of leverage, free money, free women, free men, everything free, private jet, everything free. If you're not getting used to it and they may say God is in his favor, we're going to surprise him. My brother, you know what? I am confident. George, we are going to be one-term president.
You know.
Today, some people call me from Liberia. They're going to 3-4 months. They can't take pay.
Oh, okay. Now, I don't
let me see whether they can live this life and stay elect that kind of person.
Look, let me tell you something, right? The Liberian people, just where they are acting like they are too smart with the law or Samuel toy. Let me tell you what they will do. At last minute of time, they will pump the money. They will pump the money into somewhere, and you see that they are not taking pay for October. They are not taking pay August, September, October, and now we are in November. So they got.
But guess what? Ain't you know the 1,000 naira bill they brought? They say they're putting it on next year. That campaign money. That one the counterfeit will flow inside like this.
Give her your call now on 215-824-8124.
This is the most
267
disorganized,
938
dishonest,
01. Or keep your call coming.
Dishonest, criminal-minded government that I ever see in my adult lifetime. As ugly as Charter was, he was not this disorganized. Abi, imagine two-way party that led the country for 157 years. If they have behaved like George Weah and his indigenous vampire, there will be no country today called Liberia. 5 years, just 5 years. Look at how the country gone down.
I'm telling you.
If George Weah ever won election 2005, today will be like Somalia.
I'm telling you.
Because the rebels were still fresh. Somehow. Someone else was still working. Someone else was still working. If Joe Weah had won that presidency in 2005, my brother, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Today, my brother would have been like either Somalia or the newest country, South Sudan. Vice President fighting. Then we'll go back to faction. Who will take Morovia? Because they always want Morovia for Freeport and the airport. Airplane 1 or 2 where I can come from. Why are these people causing all these all this drama, national and international embarrassment. We establish our own set institution to guard us, like LACC. They both come up with indictment. Then the occupant of the executive mansion say, no, you don't forget about that. Hey, George, we are truly lost country. There are so many opposition in that parliament there, but there is no true opposition. They are all presidential opposition. Anything George Weah say to them, they can do it. If this man really loves our country, he could use that leverage, the leverage that he used to get Kabina Johnny out, he could use the same leverage to get Liberia to a better place. But he don't care about that. Just because the previous LACC indicted people closer to him, that's why they dissolved that LACC. That's why they dissolved it. If what you know corruption, how can Joseph Weah fight corruption when he said he is inherently corrupt? And everybody around him corrupt because every time they get a cut, they give his share. And that's why he will not fire Samuel 12. Maybe I told you here the last time. The only way Samuel 12 will be fired when America come up with sanction on him. He'll be suspended and then later resign. What kind of country is this? America come and sanction people. Look at people like Nathaniel Magee going. He also having mental health issues now.
I am telling you, Nathaniel
Magee. This man running all over the place, going to Magibi, going to Bog, going to Bapolo. He want to be senator. That's total insanity. What kind of country is this? Nathaniel Magee should be sitting down with his lawyer and finding a way to exonerate himself. How can Joe Weah be anti-corruption guy when he letting go all these people and he still doing business with them? That's why the white boy came out again, the American ambassador, and reminded them that not only the people with sanction, but you that making business with them, you also risk sanction.
Yeah, because the American people, they are found out maybe the president is still doing business with these.
Of course, no maybe on it, no condition on it, maybe.
Keep your call coming at on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. Or you can keep us.
The only difference right now between Magee and Joe Weah is that Magee now going to
work.
Ministry of State, he's not going to work. But he said got the same value. Probably he taking pay. It's possible.
No, he is taking pay. If you see the American people coming out with that kind of strong statement, that means Magee is taking pay.
Yeah, he's taking pay. Oh, let's say taking pay.
Keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. Or you can call her on your WhatsApp. Okay, let's take the first call. Call her, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
Oh, my brothers, how you guys doing? I'm calling from Kentucky. This is Iman.
Iman, go ahead.
Hey, my brother, another good show again. First thing, Liberian people not ready yet.
I tell you.
I'm getting tired feeding for Liberian people. Okay. Seriously. Man, I've been doing that woman since 1993.
Oh, okay.
That she been in government for husband. She been sleeping in the same bed with the president. She didn't do good for the country. She went as a senator. Look at her county. Then she's vice president. She talking trash all around the place.
Oh, okay.
People have respect for her certain time, but I lose all respect for that woman. She's not thinking about these older ladies, our old man in the villages and things. Eh? She's not thinking about that. Who did want women empowerment? Women in power now. What are they doing?
Oh, okay.
They are in power. What are they doing? They should be passing around giving wrong information to our people. They're so-called educated people. They're so-called educated dumb people without common sense. They're just so programmed into the education. Why can't they be sympathetic? Why can't they come down to their moral consciousness?
Oh, okay.
That's our country, man. It's for everybody. Liberia for everybody equally. But the president is doing the tribalistic thing. What's that? A president? Everybody you put in power should come from the southeast.
The man appointed people to the National Investment Commissions. The man it's going to be seven people. The man
National Investment Commission and Independent Human Rights, and the act creating the Independent Human Rights say it should be consistent with our
function. But they sit down, they be passing around the place, they call themselves honorable. Unables. I call them unables.
I'm telling you.
Not honorables.
They are really unables.
Those people sort of make the president afraid of them. But they don't know their power.
They don't know their power.
Right now, look at Joe Biden. They're thinking about impeaching him because he promised the people all type of nonsense. That's why made Trump come back in the race, the whole country upside down. You seeing that? You don't play with American people. Why are these people playing fun with our country, man? Why are they playing fun with our country? They will go to the foreign country and see all these development. They learn all the so-called education, but they don't have common sense or conscience for their fellow citizens. But they want for people to be backing them. When they empower, they get all the resources from the country. They build big fence around a yard, but they say they're representing that community.
Yeah.
You see that? Then you alone got power. The rest of the people don't have power. Man, I was watching something live yesterday. Or senator. I talked to that fool before. I talked to that fool when my mother came from Sierra Leone because he has some kind of bike, some kind of things, some kind of way. I know Neto TJ, I'm telling you, I talked to that fool before. Police academy, my mother was there before she passed away. I watched that guy yesterday, Mary Brock cut the man power off. Those people are in power theft. Look at such a thing. Or senator for Maryland County. What a disgrace is that? They're the common people who can get power.
Thank you.
The people sitting out there watching them. That's not right, man.
Thank you.
That's not right. Yeah, man. I thank you guys for the show, man. You're keep on.
You know, Francis, like you are saying, the Independent Human Rights Commissions.
Mm-hmm.
The guy appointed 6.
Just the name alone, independent. I've not been privileged to read the act creating that agency, but just from media conversation, Independent Human Rights Commission is supposed to have diversity of people, considering who we are, including international organization on the board. Just we are took, according to Eugene Fagon. Eugene Fagon now gave the government different. He called it Southeastern Company. That's the new name Eugene Fagon gave the government of Liberia. Southeastern Company under George Weah.
Not even Eugene Fagon alone, but Larry Youngquid emphasized on it yesterday. Anyway, keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. Or you can call her on your WhatsApp number on 215-266-6509. Here is our numbers. Here is our number passing up here. So if you want to call us, we will not be printing the number now. We'll be having the number on the dashboard. Yeah. We'll be having the number now on the dashboard. Yeah.
We got to pin the number about there. People get it where they want to get it. Because myself looking on Facebook, that number up there looking small. So pin the number, my man, please.
Okay.
I will pin mine so our people can call. If they don't call, at least we'll give them the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, pin yours, but I already put the number up here. If you want for me to make that rating big, I mean, I can be able to do that.
Let the people get it where they want it. The show is the people's show.
Yeah. You know, Honorable Lauren Younger spoke yesterday, and that got fire in your belly.
Yeah, but be strong.
You know, so keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124, or you can better call us on 267-938-2801, or you can call her on your WhatsApp number on 215-266-6509. That is the number to call. Let me play Nathaniel Follow My Girl for you people so you can see. The brother is
a friend said, oh my God, you can't come here because you want to have a job. I said, what a job? I just want a job. You want to have a job. What am I going to come for? Somebody will take it, correct? Somebody will be sending up for mother. I'm going to do somebody will be sending up. But cannot one man help all the Makini people? No. You become senator, you can't get job to all the Makini people. That's possible. So they are bigger thing Makini people should be fighting to protect them.
The man is saying that bigger than that Makini people should be protecting the senatorial position.
Yeah, that's senatorial position. So what is the bigger thing?
But the man is saying that you who have been indicted, and then you are saying to yourself that you can be able to provide more job.
Because they make us stealing money. AB, this is a man that was going from country to country building homes. Because they make us stealing money. AB, do you know how many people go? Or the president of the Republic of Liberia has power to appoint thousands of people. Just take it on the flat rate that each person get Nathaniel Magay $10,000. He's a millionaire. He has sufficient money.
Yeah, the Bank of Ghana.
Magay said, I do not even worry about the content. Some that people misspeak, some that people make mistakes. I don't even worry about that. Nathaniel Magay and my big brother share banks. Okay? It was my big brother that told Nathaniel Magay to Minister of Justice under Editor Obama. So I know the man. He is our family friend.
You know him for true.
We got some kind of picture. One day I'll just post that picture out. I know the man. The man come from any background that get money, that get $500. No. So he's right when he spoke the way he spoke. He entered 1995 and left 2001. To tell you he spent more time there. Number one, the war. Number two, no money.
No, but how can he enter the university in 2005 and come out
2001? Let me just share with you, right? Somebody made an analogy and I agree with them.
I think that man was referring to 1995.
He was referring to 1995, but let me tell you, the whole sanction bill is getting Magay crazy. I can still remember, and AB, I know you can remember. Before CDC became ruling party, Magay and came to America here, the men will come and business Philly. Then for them now, people start sending $1 or $2 to take him from point A to point B to point C. Magay became chief of staff. Now, Magay can fly private jet. Eric Snow said something tonight, right? I agree with him. He said he was on sanction for 10 years. It's not easy to fight America. Whether they made mistake with your name, they not made mistake with your name, you got to prove it. So this 1 year, in the first place, President said he had a little more rapport out there. We don't know how she did it, but she helped us. But you see, politics, that's why the ANC people, they will not go anywhere. In politics, there is no permanent friend, but we got permanent interest. President Salif, former, and Speaker Snow, former, they could not meet like this. 2005, Kennedy Salif and Kennedy Vanishama could not meet like this. What happened? Prior to 2011, Speaker Snow and President Salif became buddy. Omar, he never called our money. Call Omar. Okay? Interest. The old man wanted Speaker Snow to be on her side to be able to get a little vote for whatever reason. Speaker Snow said, but the old man get contract is outside there. They sanction need to go. The man could not even go to Guinea. That UN sanction backed by United States. He can't even go to Guinea for 10 years. So Eric Snow said tonight, and I agree with him. He said Nathaniel McGee had been his body. Even when he took power as chief of staff to the president, the most powerful minister in our country, prime minister, said whenever he called him, we pick up his phone. And guess what? Whenever I call Nathaniel McGee, he can't pick up my phone. In fact, we met with him. I will say this. This is not private conversation. McGee said, my man, I can't pick up people. You text me, so I can't answer. That's what McGee told us. You got to see him face to face. I will tell you, remember people, I can't call names there. Sometimes we just keep saying. But let me tell you something. Eric Snow said something. He said, now, I'm not talking about nobody else. I was on sanction for 10 years. I know what it means. Now, America is telling us, anybody that do business with these people, you also risk sanction. And me, I want to go by there, my people. He said, you know what? I only contracted one time they tracked me. When Taylor left the country and went to Calabar, I called him one time. They said I was having ongoing tie with Taylor, so I got to go on for 10 years. Can you imagine? And you know what? For America to say you cannot use your Visa card, they didn't want to get that opportunity. They didn't want to get that power. For them to say they will not give you their visa to go to their country, that they didn't want that one, that now no human rights business inside. No legality. Yeah, how they call it? He said, that due process there, it can't work here. This other due process, you are guilty until proven not guilty. The other side, you are proving you are innocent until proven guilty. This side, to go to the people country that they don't want to say go or you can't go. And that's true. Maybe. The man said now he can't talk with McGee. He can't even go to a house. It's almost like Ebola, that your loved one, they're dying. Can you hug them? You can't hug them because when you hug them, you will die too. And nobody want that. Then he talk about COVID-19, for example. COVID-19. You want to go near somebody that get COVID-19? No, you're not going there. So they sanction you the virus. So all our friends, we can't go near them. My people, you're just sorry. But you got he said, if I were McGee, Bill, and the other guy, I think Serena Silva is a lawyer. He managing himself a little better than these two guys.
Yeah.
The sanction is giving them hard time. The sanction is giving McGee really hell. Abi, for God in heaven's sake, take everything from me. Don't seize my freedom. Even woman, I can give it to you, but let me be free. I'm telling you, I'm serious about this. My freedom is very, very important to me. Especially when you have the opportunity, when you have the means, financial wise. Like people like McGee, that bugger got enough money.
The man having $4 million.
Maybe ordinary people down there that were just going for assistant minister position. I know people that offer $3,500 each. They're telling their girlfriend and their women there in America to send it. I'm not joking.
Yeah, but the guy,
$4,000.
The guy was living in a hotel. From there,
the man could not even live anywhere for more than 2 weeks. He will move.
He will move, yeah.
You will now call McGee on any telephone and answer you. You got to know where he is, that location that somebody got to share with you, and there was a specific strategy to you to get to him. Now, that phone, that whole transitional process, then they may sit down there. Then before you see Joey, you got to see. You think Maggie broke? Even the money Maggie put in bed, they want to put under his pillow or anyhow he bury it. They make good, but he can't move. And he must be careful. If I were closer to him, that man could pick up my call. He just need to be silent, give a low profile, because America feel that you're trying to defy them. They go through United Nations, they school you, you done. Because now you can't even go to Bokwalosa. You can't go to Bokwalosa, how you look you. United States under sanction that America, when they want press your button, they will go through European Union. They press it there. They can't go to Euro, you can't come in. And now, when it happens like that, now even European don't want you to get on their plane. Then how you go to Africa too? Maybe you can go to Guinea, you can go to Ivory Coast, around the corner there where you can drop to go. But when you reach to that point, and that's where we're going. You listen to ambassador, the American ambassador came up with statement to let them know, to reaffirm the sanction regime. If you get problem with it, challenge it legally. But if you defy it, other for you make business with, you making business with, they too break sanction. And nobody want COVID, nobody want Ebola. So the sanction here is a virus. And we can't wait to get the other one. Me, I want a sanction for the occupant of the executive mansion. They're full-boarding president. They made a sanction so that the $250,000 that I would pay for that private jet to be parking from taxpayer money will not pay no more.
No, I think they're saying that the president will not be listed. There was some high power delegations, according to my friend and brother Henry. There was some high power delegation said that the president should be included on essential listing, and the other people say, that will just weaken him. From now to December, they will drop another bombshell. Then that will weaken. I can't wait.
That could bear number 3. The third face guy. That certified C-square liar, criminal man.
Yeah, Samuel 12
need to be on that.
Samuel 12 is probably going to be on the next sections. But so the USS is coming in December with another names. Then they will not come out another name until February. Next year. Then before that, then election, on the eve of election, then you will say.
That what Edwin was saying, you know where you at tonight? The president where you so say, my internet accounts even back. My hand is he said he gave message to tell somebody to get to Natana Maggie. He been a good friend to. He said, but my brother, I beg you. Look, America powerful, my man. America a powerful country. Can you imagine that even the Liberian people, the ordinary Liberians in Liberia, respect the ambassador, American ambassador, more than their own president?
I'm telling you.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine, Abby? Because we cannot denigrate, disrespect, disgrace, and look down on ourselves. We establish institutions to guide us as human beings, as a country, and we don't respect it. We don't respect it. We established GSC to be able, because we are part of the human society, AB. We are part of the human society. Why you think the government, the United States government is rigid here in America? Why you think the police is rigid here in America? It is because the same thing this modern political philosopher talk about. The nastiness of society. Human society is nasty. Those of us that come from Islamic background, the Quran, I can't give you the surah right now, say, the human being that God created is the most complex creature ever created on planet Earth. That is who we are. You gave her inch, we take yard. That is the fundamental reasons why the government came about. If you read political history, to be able to provide a balance between the weak and the strong and provide social protection, social and basic services for the people. Human beings, we are wicked-minded people. We are cruel-minded. So these principles of guardians, regulations are put in place to check our behaviors. The Great United States today check it. There are about 2 million people in jail, in prison, counting from state level, county level, and federal level. Almost every single minute or hour in this country, people go to jail because they violate the law. And there's no limit. If Donald Trump doesn't take time and say he can't declare intention to run, he might go to jail. Because so many people closer to Donald Trump, the lawyers that were representing them, then they said, I got to find lawyers to represent them. Because they broke the law. Still Bundy in jail for 6 months. Roger Stone is in jail. Paul Manafort, the former campaign manager for Donald Trump. They got to take him out because of health issue, but they still put GPS on his anger. So many people in jail from the White House, Donald Trump White House. Why can't we put country first in Liberia? Why? How can people get to government in less than 3 months, in less than 6 months? They build duplexes, they build complex, they buy private jet, and nobody should say anything. We come up with General Auditing Commission. We put people there, we train people. When the people send all the report, we get problem with them. Internal audit, we put people there, we train them, we give them scholarship, they go abroad, they come, they do their job. When they put out, they're trying to put out all the report, we slaughter them in cold blood. George Weah is the one that signed the Whistleblower Act recently passed. And he signed it into law. Somebody blow the whistle, then you're chasing them. Even though they resign, but you say dismiss them. Ellis Williams. Somebody, according to themselves, they have never joined any political party besides CDC. And he saw himself in you, Mr. Occupant. He appeared on Spoon Talk today again. Ellis now, we don't know his whereabouts. He posted on Facebook for the public and international community to go for his children and his wife or girlfriend, whatever that is. That he is ashamed of himself. That he supported somebody that he didn't know. And you got a C-square guy, certified criminal Samuel to happen to be our finance minister. Why can't we obey our own laws? Why can't we obey our own regulation? Why can't we obey our own institutions that we put in place to guide us as a people, as a country, and as a nation? Why? Is it so difficult for us to do that? Is it so difficult for us to be fair? We don't have to be equal. This is just way too much and annoying. Maybe when this country going to grow? When we cannot get started? We should be talking about power theft when we actually got technology this 21st century. Why should we even have finance minister on every single public corporation board as a chairperson? Why? I always told people, anybody can afford them. But the opportunity and the effort that we make to wake up and keep going, it matters a lot. United States Constitution have had 27 amendments on it, including pushing the poll for inauguration from March to January. I think that should be Amendment 20. Women voting, black people voting. So everything is built in the stone. Legislature cannot even function because they want corruption money. The vice president cannot even function because she wants corruption money. Cabinet minister cannot function because they want corruption money, stealing money. Then they want the ordinary people to function. How can they function when they are living in a deserted community? Hopeless. How can the people function? Somebody steal money, public money, from public resources, from public coffers. They go to McGibby. They say they want vote. After they got booked by the United States. What kind of country is this? Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm motivated we'll get there, but I don't think it's going to be soon. But I'm confident that this level of insanity, leadership insanity that we are observing and we're living with it, even if we don't want to say anything that can give us reason to talk, I have never wished them the kind of leadership insanity that we find in this occupant of our executive mansion. I cannot call him president any longer. He has no reason to be president in the first place. And he has no simplest thinking what the presidency is about and the office.
Okay.
So he's an occupant.
Okay. So that will let to end here. We'll let to end here on this note. Francis, it came out with your closing statement. And then
all right. My closing statement is going to be in twofold. Very short. I'm doing my commercial. After that, I close. So my people, we live in America. We go to work almost every day, some of us, but we still do small things, yeah? We're running a small agency here. Mostly we do affordable and quality immigration services at all levels besides going to court. You want to do your citizenship paperwork, U.S. citizenship, you want to file for your husband, your wife, if you are married, your small children, your baby children, your brothers and your sisters and parents. If you want to do anything like that, let us know. You came here, you get married, or maybe you came on DV, your green card spoiled, your green card lost, you want to replace it, you let us know. If you came, you got married, you need to do adjustment or startup, or you just want small information on what you're supposed to do, call us. If you want to do boyfriend and girlfriend visa, we call it fiancé visa or K1 visa, your boyfriend or your girlfriend can be any part of the world. As long as you're a U.S. citizen, call us, we'll talk to you, and we'll tell you what you're supposed to do. If your loved one went DV, or maybe you filed for them, and your affidavit of support, the money is not enough, that affidavit support paper with our area too. We can do all that one there. And the good thing when we start, we can get it all the way to the end until your people come. That's a good thing there. Income tax coming will be doing that too, but that one will not reach there yet. So we can also do insurance, my people. They live here, I know we are God people, and not guarantee. All we know that something will happen, but we don't know when it will happen, how it will happen, and where it will happen. So when you live in America, they got something we call life insurance. We are certified agent here to do it. Minnesota, North Dakota, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. If you are in different states, we can still do it, but we got to get customer there before we do it there too. Because we can't just pay money to the government like that. So my people, all the things I talk about, anything about National Visa Center, anything about work permit, anything about immigration business, DED, whatsoever, everything, along you're not going to quote, the government has say move from in the country here, we can help you to do it. The number to get to us is 267-648-8012. The other number is 701-330-4693. 267-648-8012. 701-330-4693. Our website, the place we put all the information that I talk about, is www.kangomaconsulting.com. www.kangomaconsulting.com. That's the website there. When you go over there, everything I told, the telephone number, email, everything there, money, everything there. And guess what? This is a gist, yeah, Chijipole. You can call me, whether you want to hire me or you not want to hire me. You ask me a question, I will give you answer. That's the Chijipole right there. We can talk that talking for up to 15 minutes or maybe 20 minutes. So that talking, you don't need to give me anything for that. You're good. All right? We ourselves, we immigrant too. All right? So that is that. So my people, the whole governmental business for our country, I want to make it like my early today. I will try. About our country, all of us belong to that country. We not say all of us must be equal. All of us will not be equal. That one part you just forget it. But all we say here, the government people need to give us small thing so that we too we can survive. That all we're talking, all the plenty talking. The day we move from here, we go there too, then nobody can to humble us. That all. When we get in the airplane, when we get into our own airport there in Liberia, the line must be there so we can get down safe. Our people then we send money for them every day, our own way we can't rest. We want government to find job for them, carry people then to carry job. So when our people then get job to go to work, then our own $5 here will rest. My people, that all we're talking, all the plenty talking. And you know what? My people will not get tired. We'll be talking small. The day we tire, we slow down, we'll come back. Okay? So that all we're talking the thing. And we want to tell you people that you can't to us to talk or to listen, to watch the show all the time we can't hear. You're thinking plenty, yeah? I mean that all I get to tell you tonight. You're thinking plenty. All the plenty talking, we want that country they call Liberia to be okay, be better. But they be a beer man over there, Joia and brother them from Southeast, they're not correct. They're taking our money too much, doing one more business with it, coming to America, go to Arab people, then they go play football. They did enough football business. Somebody's going to call the number again. If they went in the market, they probably going to call the number again. Hey, Gio Smith, the number is 267-648-8012. They can say I can talk fast. Lofa can't make me I cannot talk fast, but no problem. 267-648-8012. 701-330-4693. You can call me on WhatsApp on both numbers. Okay? WhatsApp is ready to go. Hey, be my man. They are our country talking here that but their country will get better. And me, I will go there soon again. So that country is for all of us.
like to come to the very end of the Manefson Abraka Talk Show here. Coming to you live from the state of Minnesota. Kun Robert, to be precise. My co-host is calling you. He's broadcasting.
The Garden State, North Dakota. The core state.
He is from North
my
Dakota.
voice is not correct, but it's all right, stay, my man.
So that how we'll let to come to the very end. See you tomorrow. See you. And when we see you.
My man, the show said made me hungry.